Hello, this is StarcraftScientist, and I am back after a year. I'm going to talk about why I was gone and what this means going forward. Near the end of the video, I'm going to start talking about the map that I have in front of you. This is Reaper Rampage. It is a map that I have made a year ago for the StarCraft map contest. I didn't have a lot of time to make the map, so I came up with a simple idea. I couldn't come up with any really cool ideas, so I just put together a few ideas into this map. So you are a Reaper, and you are going around the map trying to kill other players who are also Reapers. You have 4 different weapons that you can choose, that you can switch between at any time. You start off with the Reaper pistols by default. You have an assortment of abilities that all require energy, and part of the strategy is figuring out which ability to use in a given situation and whether you want to save your energy or not. Probably the most useful ability is Blink, but we do have other abilities such as summoning a predator, summoning a turret, creating force fields like the sentry ability, giving yourself an invincibility shield that lasts for 10 seconds, as well as Stimpack and other abilities. There are lots of upgrades that you can buy that make your weapons stronger or that give you more movement speed, health, armor, or shields. You have to decide how to spend the money you get from killing Zerg and other Reapers. So the Zerg are constantly spawning. They grow in number as time goes on, so it gets more intense. And there's also a few really large monsters such as the Brutalisk, which you have to avoid. The large monsters have abilities that can trap you in place, that can hit you from a distance, and you really want to avoid them at all costs, or perhaps try to lure an enemy Reaper into their path. So the idea is pretty basic. I admit I perhaps chose a bad tile set to use because I think it looks kind of ugly. I tried my best creating different terrain areas, creating side passages and interesting areas, but I'm not sure if I did a good job. So let me know what you think about this map, if you think I should release it, if you think it'd be any fun. Maybe there's plenty of other maps that are deathmatch maps that are much better, and this one just doesn't have any potential. So now I'm going to talk about the channel. The reason why I haven't made any videos is because I got frustrated a little bit. The first thing that frustrated me was that I made this map in the beta, and in the final release of StarCraft 2 it did not work at all. A lot of things were broken, and I spent another 10 or 15 hours trying to get it working, but it's pretty much a lost cause, and so that was bad. Another thing that annoyed me was the custom map finding system and the popularity system. They've since improved it a little bit, I think. I don't think it's where it needs to be yet, so I'm going to be waiting until they really fix the map system before I really spend a lot of time making a map, because again, if people can't find my map and discover it, then what's the point? The last thing is Heart of the Swarm. I'm waiting for that, and because that gives me another opportunity to find out new things, because right now everything there is to know about StarCraft 2 is pretty much known, so that's another opportunity for me to make videos and discover new things. But I'm open to suggestions, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and read a year's worth of comments and messages that I received, and probably won't respond to them because it's so far after the fact, but I will read them all. And I want you to send me new ones so that you can give me suggestions of what you want this channel to be. If you want me to wait for Heart of the Swarm, if there's something you want me to do now. My expertise probably lies mostly with the editor, but I can obviously do anything. And the last thing I want to say is the game that I've been working on, and I've been working really hard on it, and it's a really good game so far. Everyone who plays it has good things to say, is Jolly Grim. It is a online free-to-play card game, and it involves you collecting cards which represent creatures and characters from myths, fairy tales, and legends. And so we have over 400 cards designed, we have over 200 cards drawn, we have lots of work that's been put into the game, but right now we narrowed it down for balancing purposes, so there's 25 cards you can play, or you can go into the campaign, which has a huge 11 chapter storyline with dialogue, and that's really well done. So right now the game's in a pretty good state. We're still trying to get in lots of features like chat and customizable options and add in more content, but for now what we really need is just to get more people playing the game and knowing that it exists. So it would help me a lot if you could go to www.jollygrim.com, which I will link here, and check out the game. It takes place in real-time strategy on a grid. It's focused on tactics. You control between 3 and 7 creatures. So if you choose 7 creatures, it'll test your micromanagement skills. If you choose fewer creatures, slower creatures, then you have more time to think, and it's about making each move count. And I really like the game. And I just want more people to play it because I think it's unfair that we have a great game and we can't get anyone to play it. So it would help me a lot if you check it out. If you're not interested, thanks anyways. And if you really like it, please spread the word to any friends you have who are also gamers, because again, we're just trying to get as much attention as possible. Um, so that's pretty much it for that. You know, again, I'm the only programmer, and so I had to work long and hard on this and appreciate any help, but I realize that most of you here are probably here because you like StarCraft 2, though maybe like me you have also had your enthusiasm die out a little bit, but let me know again what you want this channel to be going forward, and I really do appreciate your support all this time, and that's pretty much all I have to say. This is StarcraftScientist. Thank you for listening to my video, and I look forward to hearing from you.